5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
All right. Happy Friday, everybody. It is 4 o'clock here, and it's 1 o'clock on West Coast. And man, it's a beautiful day here. It's hot as hell and raining in Florida. I've been talking to all my friends around the country, and we've got Fernando Perdomo with us. I've got Mandy will be joining me. I'll just bring her on right on away. Hey, it's happening there. The hardest working woman in show business.
Or hardly working, no. You already know. I wish that were the case, you know. But happy Friday to everybody.
Yeah,
Woo!
Happy Friday, and I'm glad it's here.
And
I don't
it's
know
Cinco
why.
de Mayo. Who's celebrating Cinco de Mayo today?
You know, what's the deal with that? If you were in Mexico today, there wouldn't be anybody stumbling around having Cinco de Mayo.
No, I thought there was. I thought
know.
it was like the Mexican St. Patrick's Day. You
Well,
know, and
I
us
think it's
Americans.
more of the American Mexican.
We'll assimilate anything for a drinking holiday.
I mean,
right?
yeah, it's like a beer company holiday.
Yep. Yeah.
They've gotten plenty of money out of it.
Is it Corona again?
Yeah. Oh, well, Dos Equis. Could be any of the above. So, as far as, I try to look for some good news. Boy, that old horse-faced bastard's the king of England now. Lord Charlie, everybody was hoping he would have chomped off long ago. One of the boys would have got the gig, but what can I tell you? It mystifies me how much the Brits love the royals. And I admit, I love the Queen. She was the Queen as long as I've been alive. I don't know what she does other than walk around and go,
and
be
the Queen.
That's
what she does.
Yeah, she's the Queen,
It's kind of like, what did the Kardashians do here? It's like they have the Queen. Like, it's like they just kind of be. Yeah, like, I don't know. They just, that's them,
Well, they sure make a lot more money than I do if I was to dress in some rather svelte pants and stuff. It might help my new image. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I got to shift
Are you
here.
relocating? Have you got a water flood there?
I had to shift. It was like I'm in a weird spot the way I'm sitting in my chair.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if that was personally or if figuratively. Anyhow,
I have to shift.
What do you got to tell me here?
Oh, what? No. I just said I had to shift. That was it. Shift my legs. But I'm up to lots of things. May's gonna be very busy. May's a very busy month.
Yeah, you've got a bunch of gigs coming up.
Yeah, so it's gonna be one a week for 4 weeks. So that's not a bad start.
Hell yeah.
And get some nice video and get more bookings and blah 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 blah.
You got some new tunes and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. It's always fun playing new stuff out. So there is no good news here. There's nothing here it's the weekend. There's nothing that I need to stay awake. I'm sure, the president's not. He's down in the bunker wherever by now. It's time for his meatloaf. I'm sorry.
If you were going to have your bunker, what would be like one of the top items you would want in your bunker?
Man. The things, I don't know, all the stuff I'm not supposed to eat, like ice cream and, I don't drink, so I don't like to have lots of weed.
Oh, and, so you'd stock up on like the good shit. You're like, it's like if it's all going down, these are my go-tos.
I'll tell you what, even now, I mean, if it all goes down, I've got about a 7-second survival from Manhattan hitting me the first wave, So I don't really care, I mean, I do care, but, what am I going to do, run?
Yeah, exactly.
I look like, it could be weird. But, I doubt that'll happen. There's still enough smart people everywhere in the world that we just don't want to go. popping
that's true.
nukes around. I mean,
Yeah, that'd
really,
be-
you know.
Facts.
But hey, it's weird times. There's no doubt about that. So rather than weird times, our next guest is a really cool guy. He's got at least 6, 8 records here. Maybe no, there's more. I don't even have the whole window open. But I got to tell you, I just really like the tunes. And so without further ado, Fernando, how are you, man?
Hey, Fernando.
I don't know if you can hear us.
We're stuck in the abyss.
We're in the abyss. Hi, Fernando. I'm Neve. Do you know how to do sign language? All I know how to do is ask bad questions in Russian sign language. Get Putin's people upset. I don't think he's hearing us.
No, definitely no.
Definitely not. He was, though.
Yeah.
Removed.
This is puzzling.
Can you hear me now? Nod your head. He cannot. This is really weird. Okay, let me see what his mic settings are. No, I don't want to automatically adjust it either. We'll crank it up a little bit. I don't know what's up. I'm going to bring him on again. Hey, buddy, can you hear us? I hear us in the headphones. Oh, crud.
Huh. It's got to be like on his side then, no?
Yeah.
Like there's...
Here, let me make a banner here and comments. Check your banner. Or check your mic setting. Okay. What are we in the Stone Age? Hey man, can you hear me now? He can't hear us.
No.
Well, I don't know what to do. It's like we're stymied.
Yeah. Yeah, well...
Wave at me if you're there. Follow the tip of my finger to the left, to the right. No.
Maybe he doesn't see us either.
I see him.
Well, I see him too. We're stuck in the abyss. The black hole.
I think we're going to boot him off. Let's see. Kick from studio. We'll be bye-bye. Log back in, please.
Yes.
He will be removed from the studio. He has been removed from the studio.
But come back soon.
Come back soon. I don't know. Here, while we're doing it, why don't we make some money for a second? Let's run an ad for our buddy. Let's see who we got. All right, right here we have a main man, Carlton Wilkinson. I got to recut his ad. I'm getting tired of those songs. Time for some new Carlton Wilkinson tunes.
There's some changes headed, like the Gulf Stream rising, like some gale that's been blowing off this wild bird island shore. And I can't say where, and I don't know when, but some old door's been opened in the restless shade. Poor man sagging cigarette takes the subway low. Rich man folding old regret steps on the rundown below.
All right, let's try this again. Can you hear us?
Yes, hey, what's going on?
Nice.
I hear you great. Look at that. That's perfect.
Excellent.
So
That's
weird.
what's up.
I wonder how I got knocked off. It's all good.
It's it's one of those telecommunications sunspots or something.
No worries.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Really
All
good.
right.
Better now. You know, we've got that technical stuff slid under the bridge. And,
No problem. What's going on, everybody?
it's a beautiful Friday here in New York. How is it out there?
Oh, it's nice. I mean, I haven't really gotten out, so I have no idea.
Yeah, right.
Raining and storming, and might be a tornado outside. I don't know. I have no idea. That's
Yeah,
the beautiful thing
earthquakes,
about-
civil unrest.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing about living in a studio is that it's soundproof, so I'm not
Right.
really.
I kind of always like that feeling when you go out. It's like the airlock opens.
Yeah.
Those really expensive studio lift doors that are like,
Yeah.
thousands of dollars a hinge. Those are really cool.
Yeah.
But,
That's great. I love it.
yes. So, you gigging tonight?
I'm actually going to go see a band called Dawes tonight. They made my favorite album of 2022, which is called The Misadventures of Doom Scroller. They're a band that's made their names for themselves as an Americana band.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're on an independent label, they have moved on into the amazing world of prog. And
Wow.
I would say, um, their style of prog is a little more akin to like Terrapin Station era Grateful
Grateful
Dead,
Dead. Interesting.
also
Wow.
good, but their songwriting chops are second to none. I mean, these guys are very well regarded in the songwriting world. They've
Mm-hmm.
been compared to Jackson Brown and Crosby, Stills and Nash, and
Right.
now their songs have been going over 10 minutes. And in fact, they recently set the Guinness Book of Records for longest song ever performed on national TV because
Wow.
they did
Nice.
their
No
first
kidding. I
single
love that.
morning, and that clocks in 11 minutes. And it's their musicianship is incredible. I love them.
I'm gonna have
Nice.
to check them out. That sounds great.
Yeah,
D
sounds like a good time.
A
Definitely.
W E S, and their new album that came out last year is sort of a concept album. And it's incredibly rewarding as a listen. Must
Excellent. Well, I'll have to check that out. Um, what's How did you get started? I'm just going to start with that basic question. We'll get that out of the way. Uh,
Well, my mother was one of the founders of the Miami Herald in Spanish. She is
okay.
a very famous journalist from Cuba that ended up migrating to.
Hmm. Oh, where'd he go? Uh-oh. He's disappeared. He has left the building.
Hello?
There you are.
Oh, yay.
No, there was a phone call that came in, and then for some reason it dropped it off. No, my
Oh.
mom was a very strong force in the Cuban immigrant scene in Miami,
Hmm.
but she was also a former classically trained pianist, and there was always music in the house. And
Very cool.
introduced me to a lot of great music.
Hmm.
And my older brother, who's 16 years older than me, also had a little bit of the music bug, but ended up becoming a computer engineer. And he went into like design. He actually was one of the designers of Android software for Motorola.
Oh, very
And
cool.
uh, when I came with the music bug, my mom was totally cool with it because
Hmm.
she kind of wanted to have a super artistic, son,
Right.
and
Hmm.
uh, I embraced it. I luckily
Right.
a high school that had an incredible music program,
Hmm.
including rock ensemble. So we were doing Sergeant Pepper as a show when we were 15 years old.
Very
And
cool. What high school did you go to?
Miami Beach Senior High School in Miami
All
Beach,
right.
under the auspices of Doug Burris, who was an incredible music teacher who
Hmm.
had multiple sclerosis, which meant he was quadriplegic, couldn't move
Wow.
anything underneath his head. But he was able to teach us guitar, recording studio,
Hmm.
rock ensemble, and we were basically in a cover band class, but we
Right.
also wrote our own songs and made our album
Hmm.
stuff.
That's
So
very cool.
out of high school, I had all this jump start.
Hmm.
I started playing all the clubs in Miami, and eventually I got scouted by a songwriter named Nicholas Tovar
Hmm.
from Colombia to play guitar in some demos he was doing for Latin artists. And one
Very
of them
cool.
was a demo that got picked up by an artist named Christian Castro. And in the age of Pro Tools, my guitar tracks from the demo ended up on the master, and the song went to number one. A song called
Very
Nos
nice.
Castro, which ended up putting me in the Latin world. And I played with Christian Castro, Paulina Rubio, Tego Calderon,
Hmm.
Juan, Jennifer Lopez, a bunch of different people.
Do you know Jose Blanco?
Yes, I know Jose
Yeah, he's
Blanco.
my roommate from Full Sail like 30 years ago or
Jose
something.
Jose is incredible. Actually,
He is.
he and I had a mutual friend named Mingy Perez, who unfortunately he passed away a few years ago. But I inherited one of his guitars,
Oh, cool.
up taking to Abbey Road and using on my Zebra Crossing record because I wanted to take it there and say, Mingy, you finally made it to Abbey Road. She was the biggest Beatles fan I knew.
Right, right. That's
So
cool.
the Latin stuff, I reached a really a big plateau with the Latin stuff, but I
Hmm.
didn't want that to be all I ever do. So moving to LA was the next logical step,
Hmm.
and it's been everything I wanted and everything I've been warned about. you
Yeah.
know, I've experienced some incredible highs and some crushing lows, but the highs have been absolutely amazing. And one of the biggest ones was I ended up on this movie called Echo in the Canyon.
Hmm.
Uh, I got scouted by a guy named Andy Slater playing a unpaid jam at a place called Cantor's Tibbetts Room, and I just happened to be the right guitar player he was looking for what at the time was his dream album of songs from Laurel Canyon done.
You're right. Songs in the Canyon. I know all about this. The book and all.
Well, Echo in the Canyon is a really
Ec-
cool. And the thing about it is that in that one fell swoop, I got to play with Eric Clapton, Neil Young, Stephen Stills, Brian Wilson. Uh, I ended up playing with Roger McGuinn at shows, Jackson Browne at shows, and also Fiona Apple, Beck, Cat Power, Regina Spektor, Jake Castrinos from Edward Sharp, Nora Jones.
They're pretty good
Uh,
for just starting out, for a
no, it was
bunch of
incredible.
kids.
I mean,
Yeah.
and it was not a very well paid situation, but it's led to a lot of it's opened up a lot of doors, guys.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I came into it with the right head on my shoulders, and I took it as
Hmm.
an incredible experience that I will forever cherish. And I have to thank Andy Slater for that. Andy himself was a major influence on me because he produced the first Fiona Apple album, which is my favorite Fiona Apple album.
Very
He
cool.
also produced Breach for Wallflowers. He produced a couple of the Warren Zevon albums from the '80s
Wow.
and Macy Gray, and he was also the president of Capitol Records for a couple of years.
Well,
So
he was having some fun
he
back
was,
in the day. Warren Zevon's always a great dinner hang.
yeah, good friends with his son Jordan. In fact, we co-wrote a song together for my album, The Golden Hour.
Okay. Yeah,
That's one of the cool things about LA is that
for
there's
sure.
famous people and their kids all around.
Yep.
And I was fortunate enough to write a couple of songs with Zach Nielsen, who's the son of Harry Nielsen, who
Hmm.
unfortunately passed away, but he was incredibly talented. And
Right.
uh, I'm constantly rubbing elbows with some very interesting people from my record collection, which
Yes.
Nice.
ended up becoming sort of a niche for me because I started working with older artists with a guy named Andy Pratt, who I'm a huge fan of, Avenging Andy, big hit in the '70s, which sort of trained me to make records with older artists. And since then, I've worked with Linda Perhacs
Hmm.
on records. I played bass on the last Emmett Rhodes album, which is album number 4 for him, called Rainbow Ends. And then
Huh.
I produced a record for Dean Ford from the Marmalade. I don't know if it's the song called Reflections of My Life, but I worked on his second record. And since then, I've been working with a lot of older artists, and through a label called Cleopatra lately, I've been doing that a lot.
Interesting. That's really
Really,
cool.
and they choose the artists, so I've actually worked with some people that I've never even listened to, that I've never thought I'd ever be in the same room with, like Keith.
Right. Steven Stills, I saw that the other night and I was like, he's always great. He's a Tampa boy.
Oh, he's amazing and a huge influence on me.
Hmm.
The Manassas record and all the stuff that he did with Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. I
Right.
remember my first experiences reacting to music was listening to the song Dark Star.
Oh, yeah. But I love that album. The whole record was just
The whole
perfect.
I mean, that's got my friend Joe Vitale on drums.
Oh,
But
yeah. Joe, yeah.
man,
Great
I'm
guy.
running around in my underwear going, this is what I want to do. And that song kills me. I don't think I even knew how to play guitar, but I was holding my brother's guitar and running around the room and going, this is what I want.
Well, you're lucky you had good supportive parents as I did. My mom was like, we'd load a bass cabinet in the back and be driving in a little Honda Civic with all this band gear sticking out of the back. And she was a good sport about it.
My mom put up with a lot, but she also was my biggest fan and also my biggest critic. And
Sure.
You know, she was always there for me, and I miss her every day because her passing away in 2011 was the impetus for me finally moving out to LA. And in many ways, you know, my career is all in tribute to her.
Well, that's great. Hell, we'll have to have Mom on sometime.
Well, gone, but she's great. She's still
I'm gonna
around.
have a show of all the rock star moms that I
Oh,
have friends. You know,
rockstar moms are great.
they are. You know. Oh, he was such a bum. No,
I love it.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play something here.
Go for
Let's
it.
add this to the stream. I like this tune. I just I liked it. It's a video and it's short, and I just thought it was cool. I like the whole deal. It looks like my old deck here in
Oh,
town,
yeah.
especially with the seagulls.
Oh man, that's magical.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Awesome.
Hi, this is Leland Sklar, and I am hanging with Neve, and I am having the best time of my life.
Live with Neve Fridays on the East Coast from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Nice, we're back.
Hey. Thank you
That's
so much
what's
for
up.
loving that song.
Yeah, that's just such a great melody you have there.
Thank you. I really enjoyed making that track, and that track was actually left off of Out to Sea 2 because I had a manager at the time, and I trusted her on helping me choose the songs, and she flat out didn't like it.
That's a. Oh no,
We've lost Neve.
Yeah, we lost Neve. We can't hear you. You're a mime.
American Sign Language.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you're back. There
Yeah,
we go.
I kind of do a drunken American Sign Language on a good day.
That's right.
But
They're all vulgar.
yes, we aim to please, or at least get
Nice.
bounced off Facebook for a couple of weeks at a time. Seem to have them annoyed with me at the moment. Let's talk about, you're doing a lot of film and commercial stuff. I looked at your sizzle reel. It's really, it's great. Tell me a little bit about how long have you been doing jingles and that type of thing and scoring work?
Well, funny enough, when I was in Miami, I met a guy named Alan Gabay, who was a keyboard player, who we shared the love of Prague. And one day he
Cool.
said, I've been working with a music library licensing, and they keep on asking me for guitar-based stuff, and I don't play guitar. Can we write some songs together and see what happens?
Nice.
Ended up making about 4 albums of what they call guitar-oriented blues rock.
Excellent.
Ended up getting a lot of placements, including Dexter, the show Dexter, the
Nice.
trailer of a movie called Catch 44 with Bruce Willis, and a bunch of other stuff, car commercials and all sorts of things.
Very good.
In fact, I still get placements on those old 2004, 2005 recordings.
That's
To
what's
this
up.
day. There's
Yeah.
4 or 5 songs that get used in every single episode of Love It or List It, which is
All right.
Nice.
which is
Yep.
really. But since then, I've done a bunch of TV and film stuff for different companies, including an ad for Target, ad for Coke, and an ad for Honda and Toyota. But lately, what I've been doing is movie soundtracks. John Bryan is one of my influences, and he's pretty much left the rock world to just score movies like Eternal Sunshine, Punch Drunk Love, a bunch of different things. And now I've done 2 movie soundtracks for Cleopatra Records. One of them is for a movie called Frost that came out last year, and the other one called Black Mass that's going to be premiering at the Cannes Film Festival this year.
Bravo.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Great place. Great
They could-
festival.
They couldn't be more different. Frost was like I ended up playing only keyboards on Frost, and it was like a total like sonic music concrete, synthesizer.
Tapes and
Yeah, lots of weird stuff. And then the new one is set in 1978, and all the music sounds like the music that was on the radio. There's a lot of disco and pop.
Nice.
oh yeah, there's some great music in that era.
Yeah, so it was actually really cool because I'd just done that yacht rock cruise.
Oh
So-
right.
So that's a
rock.
nice change of pace. Like
Yeah.
that must have felt good to like let the ooh yeah.
Well, I love my job because you never know what you're going to get asked for.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
that's some people are just, you get locked into a nice situation, and creative work's the best work for sure of anything that I
course.
can figure out to do. I mean, what Tom Petty said, I've been poor and I've been rich, and rich is better. Anyway, well, I'm going to look at, do you mind if we play a little of your reel?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Because it's like 5, 6, 7 minutes or something, but I think it's cool. I think it's well done, and
Thank you.
it's good. A lot of times on the show, we try to get just sort of the back of the scene for somebody who might be up and coming, and they'll see something that scratch an itch in their head. It might make them think
Yeah,
and get a
totally.
new idea. Like I'm a real Mother Teresa, as you know. Let's see now. Just make sure we got this ready to roll. Okay. This is like the chances of this working right now. There we go.
You got it. You got
I
it.
love
You-
it when a good thing comes together. That's the
Nice.
best. Add to stream. Let's make sure we're in the right. Share this tab. All right, this is going to go better than the last rocket for Tesla.
Oh, man. Oh, good.
Too soon.
This is groovy.
Get the family strike a pose and show off your brand new clothes. That's my kind of holiday.
Goya beans and sauce. Delicious, authentic Latin-style
beans.
seasoned beans, ready to serve. They're the perfect
yummy.
side dish for real-life chefs. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Es una larga historia. Estuve perdido 2 días en la selva. Pero solo técnicamente, porque yo sabía perfectamente dónde estaba. De hecho, cuando me encontraron, estaba prendiendo fuego usando la técnica paleolítica.
Si todos conocen tus historias, prueba algo nuevo. Maneja la nueva RAV4 Hybrid con 34 millas por galón en la ciudad. Nueva RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
No hay nadie más dulce que tú. No hay nadie más dulce que tú. Tu sonrisa se vuelve risa. Y mi vida me gusta más cuando estás tú. Nadie más dulce que tú. Estás tú. Nadie más dulce que tú. La 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 la. Thank you for the days, those endless days, those sacred days you gave me.
I'm thinking of the days I won't forget a single day, believe me. Days I remember all my life, days when you can't see wrong from right.
You took my life, but then I knew that very soon you'd leave me.
But it's alright, now I'm not frightened of this world, believe me. Thank you for the days, those endless days, those sacred days you gave me. I'm thinking of the days, those endless days, those sacred days you gave me. I'm thinking of the days I won't forget a single day, believe me.
That's gnarly, man. I love it. All right. And now we're back. That was just killer.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm
Yeah.
very, it's there.
Let me get out of here. Let me just think. Remove this. Really just such a wide variety of sounds and colors, and very cool.
Yeah.
Great reel.
I had some incredible collaborators. I got brought into that very cool company called Pickle Music by my friend Ali J, who I did a lot of those for. And then that last song, the Kinks cover, has a combination of Ali J and a singer named Jesse David Cordy. There's a track there that I co-wrote and co-produced with Linda Perhax, which is amazing, called River of God. And,
nice.
you know, aside from that, a lot of it is me working alone, which is a lot of fun. You know, I love doing that.
Oh, yes. The work stands for itself, which is really cool. And you know, I have to tell you, I didn't know you, but we have a lot of friends in common, and I saw that you helped Toby out. So I've just got to give you you're a hell of a guy, man. She's the best. And I just, you know, when she was having problems moving, I was supposed to be out there that week, but I had some medical issues come up, and so I wasn't out for NAM or the week after.
Yeah.
Pissed me off, but I just, you know, I saw that. I just wanted to say you're a hell of a guy, man. I thought you're a pretty good guy anyway, but you never, you know, there's a lot of people today just go, yeah, I'll call you.
And that's what's up. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Nobody wants to hear the call, even if you love somebody. Can you move me? But you know what? If you don't do it when you're in the weeds, man, you won't have anybody helping you. So I believe, you know, some of us got to do something nice out in the world. I mean, you know, as much as we can.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's great having you on. And when I'm out in LA, I'd love to come see your studio and do the hang, so to speak. You're up at, do you know, let me think what his name is, Mike Lee?
Oh, yes, I do, yes.
Yeah, he lives up in your neighborhood, up in North Hollywood, I think.
Yeah, man.
Man, you have the best Mexican restaurant right there in town. When I was there last time, we went and hung out there, and it was just exceptionally good food. I can't wait to go back. I was like, I had to rush out that day, and I ate the rest of it at the airport, if I remember correctly. But at any rate, thank you for coming on, and Mandy, have a good weekend.
Yeah, you guys too. Great meeting you.
I'm looking here, Fernando. Where to find your stuff?
FernandoPerdomo.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
I've actually dropped a couple of things this week, so you'll be able to find it. Today's Bandcamp Friday, so all I can say, definitely go out there and buy independent music, especially on Bandcamp, because today the artists get 95% of the proceeds. So
yeah, that's
support
what's up.
your local artists, people. You know, the big industry out there has just got a very niche market, and for the rest of us that want something new, exciting, or just different, you know, do your part, because it's a hard gig.
That's right.
All right, well, we're going to be out of here, and I'll see you next week, everybody.
Nice. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you so much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.